Hello everyone and welcome back. If you happen to be new today, I'm Robin and welcome to my channel. If you're as ready for cooler weather, cozy sweaters, and hot cocoa as I am, hit that thumbs up button for me. This fall marathon video is full of fall decorating ideas that I hope will give you all the fall vibes that you need. Put your feet up and put this video up on your TV, your iPhone, your iPad, or whatever you watch your videos on, and enjoy. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my cozy morning fall clean and decorate with me video. I'm going to start this video just kind of showing you my weekend morning routines, whether it be Saturday morning or Sunday morning. I usually normally just get up, open the blinds, especially lately when it's this beautiful crisp fall morning. I'll open up my windows. I'm really loving this cold fall weather that we're having, especially early in the mornings. It gets kind of hot in Texas in the afternoons, but our mornings have been really nice, so opening my windows in my home is something I certainly enjoy to do. So that's what I normally do, get up, open the blinds, and then I'll fix me a cup of coffee, and then I'll sit down and watch some of my favorite YouTube channels. That's usually how I start my mornings, especially if I have the house to myself like I do this morning. I don't have any grandkids here this morning. Derek is at the hunting lease, so I pretty much have the morning to myself. I'm definitely a morning person when it comes to just relaxing and laying around. Now, it takes me a while to get going. My husband, Derek, he hits the floor singing Dixie pretty much every morning, but it takes me quite a while to get going. However, I do enjoy mornings. They're just my favorite time of the day, and I usually hang out in this white fluffy house coat for several hours before I get ready for the day. So that's pretty much what you're seeing me do here, is hang out in my house coat, make me some coffee, and here in a second you'll see me just kind of sit down on the couch and start watching a YouTube video. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you know that I do love trying to help out small YouTube channels, especially ones that have just gotten started. I remember those struggles when I first started. I'm almost 3 years into this, and but I've met some wonderful friends here, and I just love supporting really smaller channels, and I just love giving them shout outs here on my channel. Even though I'm not that big of a channel, I do love to help people out. And so here I'm watching Uniquely Lisa. I'll put her channel here on the screen, but that's the channel, the video that I'm going to watch this morning. And y'all, look at Ziggy. Lisa's dog is barking at the front door because I think her UPS guy's there, and he is not quite figured out where that dog is coming from, so I had to share this shot with you guys. Okay, so here I'm just going to get off this fluffy robe, get out of it finally, and get dressed for the day. And we're going to start off by getting the sheets changed on the bed. Now, I mentioned that I had a work conference last week, and I was out of town all last week, and so my sheets really needed to be changed out. I just love having fresh bedding for the new week also. So I'm going to take a second, get the sheets off the bed, and get them into the washer.
Days of trying,
Normally around this time, I already have my flannel sheets on the bed because I do like a cozy flannel sheet when it gets really cold here. However, it's still, like I said, the mornings are kind of cold here in Texas, but it's pretty hot in the afternoon. So I'm still choosing my regular spring and summer sheets, but hopefully in a week or two, I'll be able to put my flannel sheets on the bed and make it extra cozy here in the bedroom. So, okay, so once I get all these sheets off, we're going to go in and put them in the washing machine real quickly. And one of my pet peeves in the utility room is when my washing machine gets really dirty. I'm really funny about that. We all kind of have our little pet peeves of what we don't really like, and I do not like from my washing machine. Like right here, I'm going to show you real quickly a clip of this. Now, this is a really old dryer, so it does have a lot of nicks on the top of it, but so most of that is just nicks from it being old. But I do not like it when it's really this dirty, and the camera's kind of forgiving, but I really let this washing machine get away from me, and it was super dirty. So let me know in the comment section, do you keep your washing machine washed out, or does it not bother you whatsoever if it gets dirty like it is here? And that's totally okay. Not everyone's like that, but I am funny when my washing machine gets a little yucky like it is today. I've got to get in there and get it cleaned out. So we're going to take some Lysol wipes real quickly and wipe out the inside of it, like the lid and just the inside of the washing machine, and then you'll also see me wipe off the tops of the washer and the dryer. Now, I said that my dryer had lots of nicks in it because it's really old. I do not want to change over to those new high-powered, high-efficiency washer and dryers because I'm not ready for that yet. I like my washing machine, like for the water to run when the lid's up and certain things like that. So we still have pretty old washer and dryers, but I need to run to Lowe's. I heard that they had like this paint where I could paint the top of that of my dryer and kind of get rid of those nicks. So I've got it on my Lowe's list to the next time I'm there to pick up some of that. I think it's called maybe acrylic paint. I'm not real sure, but I've got the brand of it, I've got the name of it, and I've got to pick some up. So hopefully in a week or two, I can show you guys how to just kind of paint and touch up the tops of your metal washers and dryers if you're like me and have old ones and they're all nicked up and they don't look very well. I'm hoping that will fix this problem that I have here on top of the dryer. And hopefully I am motivating someone that sees me today cleaning their washer and dryer to get on up and get your washer and dryer cleaned off. And even if that's the only thing that you clean today, sometimes we do let things get so out of hand and so dirty that we just don't want to stop and do it. But if we'll just get in there and stop and clean up that huge mess that we've made for ourselves or allowed it to build up, get it cleaned, and I promise it'll be a lot easier to maintain if we just jump on it and just get on in there and get it cleaned out. Another chore that I'm not showing in this video today, but I probably should have done, was clean the filters on my vacuum cleaner. That's something else that I put off until they're just so dirty, they're extra hard to clean. So again, more motivation to, if I keep my washing machine kind of maintained and not let it get out of hand, it's a lot easier to clean when I do go to clean it. Kind of like your filters. We can let our filters go for months and not clean them in the vacuum cleaner. And then when we do go to clean them, oh heavens, they are so dirty. So I do try also once a month to clean my vacuum cleaner so they don't get out of hand. So just another thing for you to think about. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh my vacuum cleaners filters are really dirty right now, stop and go get them cleaned. While I'm motivating you to clean your washing machine, I also want to motivate you to clean those filters that are in your vacuum cleaner.
Spin around you. The feel of her.
Okay, now let's head into the kitchen and let's clean up the mess that we made this morning with our coffee. I make quite a mess when it comes to making coffee in the morning times. If you missed where I decorated my home for Halloween last week or the week before, I can't remember when this video is going to come out, I'll link that video below in the description box. And click on that, you can just kind of see the process of the few things that I added to my home. I'm not a huge decorator for Halloween, but I do love adding Halloween touches throughout my house, and especially here at my coffee bar area. You guys know that I love decorating my coffee bar for any season. It's just I just love it. It just brings me such joy. And I do love passing out trick-or-treat candy to all the kids. So I do love adding some Halloween touches to my front porch also. Halloween was just a special memory of mine growing up. Gosh, y'all, I live in a little small Texas town, and I'm in my late 50s. But when we did trick-or-treating, we would trick-or-treat from one side of the town to the other side of the town. Mom would let us out. It would just go to house to house to house, and then she'd pick us up on the other side. So safe, so fun, such great memories, and it's so different now for these kids. Another memory of mine is my Granny Horton would always make us caramel apples, so we'd stop by her house and get caramel apples the night of Halloween. So much fun. But of course, the last couple years I haven't really had many trick-or-treaters. I don't think I had any last year, but I do thoroughly enjoy that. I always have a big bowl of candy, no matter what, just in case someone comes by and rings the doorbell. What about you? Do you live in a neighborhood where you have lots of trick-or-treaters, or you live kind of out in the country like me and don't have a lot? Like I said, I do enjoy passing out trick-or-treat candy. So here all I'm doing now is just picking up the house and just getting everything kind of just tidied up. I've got some new curtains to show you guys, but first I am going to get these floors cleaned. As I mentioned, I was out of town all last week, and the dogs did a number on this floor. They are truly dirty. The camera is very forgiving because you can't really see all the dirt that's here, but I was trying to show you guys some before shots. So I'll take up my little rugs here and get the floor swept and then get it good and mopped. Okay, so I'm just going to take my spin mop. I'm going to put a little bit of just Tide detergent in there with some really, really hot water and get these floors back in shape. I love watching people mop their floors. There's something about that glow that happens as they're mopping, and so thoroughly satisfying to me. So I'm going to get the floors mopped and show you some quick after shots of the floors extra shiny before they dry completely. But real quickly, I want to show you, pay attention to the way that I mop. Ever since I've had my hardwood floors in, I was told, I think Ashley with Till Vacuum Do Us Part, when I was watching her channel, she was one of the very first channels that I ever watched here on YouTube. She talked about having less streaks after you mopped if you'll go with the grain of your floors. So if you'll see me, I'll go side to side, and then when I end up mopping over the area, I'll go up and down. And in my opinion, this method definitely helps with the streaking when it comes to your hardwood floors. Another thing is Pine-Sol is probably my number one cleaner when it comes to mopping. I love using Pine-Sol to mop the floors with throughout the house. And probably my second cleaner that I like to use is Tide. And I think the powder does better. It just leaves behind such an awesome smell. So those two cleaning products are probably my favorite when it comes to products to mop the floors with. Let me know in the comment section if you have something else that you think is awesome that you also use to mop the floors with, that maybe I can try something new out here on one of my videos. And here are those after shots I talked about. I had to work really hard to get these after shots before the floor dried because I don't like to use a lot of water. So I wring out my mop really good so that my floors dry pretty quickly. So with the magic of filming, I quickly get these after shots for you guys. So now my sheets are ready and we'll put those over into the dryer. And then let's move into the living room and let me show you some new curtains that I picked up. Alright, before we get started on the new curtains and doing some cleaning, let me show you a couple of before shots of the curtains that I already have up here. I love these drop cloth curtains. They are so pretty. I got them off of Amazon. However, this Allen and Roth line from Lowe's is just one of my favorite lines. I do buy a lot of home decor and stuff from Lowe's because this line is really great. I'm hoping I can do a quick little video for you guys when they get in their Christmas line at Lowe's, and I can show you a few things from Lowe's. I always pick up Christmas decor from our local Lowe's every season. And these little tabs that are on these curtains, I've never seen those before. Normally it's just a normal curtain tab, but those are pretty cool. It goes behind the curtain so you don't really see that tab, and they do offer like a really pretty pleat once you've got them hanging up. So real quickly, I wanted to show you the details of these. They're kind of a bluish gray color. Most of you guys are familiar with Amy Fritz, and she had showed these curtains in her last, I believe it was a living room makeover video, and she showed these curtains, and I thought that would be a really great addition to the living room for the fall and winter season. However, I did expect them to be a little bit more thicker, so they were kind of more more sheer than I thought they were going to be, but they still turned out so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take a second. Anytime I pull the furniture away from this big picture window, I do try to get in here and clean it really well. I don't know about where you guys live, but in Texas we have spiders, and more spiders. Therefore, we have lots of cobwebs. So I usually try to take a second and get this window cleaned out if I'm putting up anything new here on this window. So I'm going to use my favorite spray away, get the windows cleaned, and then we'll work on getting up the new curtains. And here's a quick shot of Remy. He's our neighbor's dog. Ziggy was sound asleep during this time when I was videotaping, and Remy's just sitting outside waiting for him to wake up. But anyway, that was a sweet little shot. I wanted to show it to you guys. So while I'm cleaning the blinds and getting the curtains ready to go back up, if you happen to be new today to my channel, hi, I'm Robin, and I'm so happy that you're here. It just means the world to me that you liked my thumbnail enough that you would click on it to watch this video, and the fact that you're still watching the video, I think we're about halfway through, hopefully means that you really enjoy the content that you're seeing today. If so, I would love it before you leave today if you would hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That helps out this video tremendously. And let me just stop real fast for people that are new. I've got so many new friends here over the past couple of months. Let me just tell you a little bit more about myself and why I started my YouTube channel. My channel will actually be 4 years old this coming March. And 2 years prior, before I started my channel, I had started watching cleaning channels because both of my sons were in school and college. I needed to earn a little bit of extra money, so I started cleaning houses on the side. I'm one of the odd ones that actually enjoy cleaning houses, cleaning people's homes, seeing the before, seeing the after. So I thought that was going to be a really good way for me to earn some extra money. And I needed to learn some quick cleaning tips, how to clean a home faster and more efficiently. And so I started watching cleaning channels and absolutely loved them. Then when I saw channels that actually had cleaning and decorating in them, oh my goodness, I was hooked from the start. I've always loved home decor. I've always loved rearranging my home. Even when I was a little girl, my mom never knew what the living room was going to look like when she came in from work, because I always rearranged the house, and always had my room tidy. I was just one of those odd people that liked having a tidy and clean room even as a teenager. So anyway, long story short, I was watching those videos and thought, my goodness, I could probably do this. I would love having a YouTube channel. I would love showing people how I keep my home tidy and clean. And guys, I'm talking to my husband here. He's home for just a little bit. So if you see me talking, Dirk is in the kitchen cleaning some fish. We were having a diaper party for my younger son and daughter-in-law tonight, or the guys were having a diaper party. So he was in there cutting up fish. So that's who I'm talking to. Okay, so I started watching cleaning channels and thinking, man, I would love to start my own channel. But because I was older, I worked a full-time job, I knew nothing about technology. I didn't even have an Instagram account at that time, and I barely even knew how to watch a YouTube video, more or less, actually film and upload and edit and actually have a YouTube channel. I was watching channels like Ashley with Till Vacuum Do Us Part and Amy Darley, and people that were just huge on YouTube, and thought there's absolutely no way this small town country grandma could have a YouTube channel. But with the encouragement of my husband, he bought me a laptop, I think, for Christmas, and just encouraged me to start. My daughter helped me post my first video, and the rest is history. And it has been so much fun. And I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the esteem of it. I do this because it brings me lots of joy, lots of contentment, lots of fulfillment. It's something that you can start and see a finish to, and it's very exciting when you post a video to see how well it does or how it bombs, and just to keep going. And gosh, who would have ever thought that I'd hit 100 subscribers? And then I did, and then I got monetized with my 1,000 subscribers, and then all of a sudden today I have over 5,000 subscribers, and it's been almost 4 years. And no, I'm not growing as fast as some channels do, and that's okay. I'm perfectly content with my channel. It is absolutely wonderful. I have some of my very best friends here on YouTube that I have all over the world, and it's just super, super cool. And it's actually women supporting women. And so anyway, just a small little story of how and why I started my YouTube channel. So if you're sitting out there thinking that this is something that you see me do and think, you know, gosh, if Robin can do it, I can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. Several of my friends, my friend Mary Stellas, Stellas, she started her channel and she's doing really well. And I have a couple of more that are saying, Robin, I want to start. My friend Tammy here in our town, she works at our local Hobby Lobby. We met through YouTube and through me shopping at Hobby Lobby. She now has her own YouTube channel called Loving My Home by Tammy, and I'm absolutely thrilled for her. She'll do so well here on this platform. So just a quick little tidbit of how and why I started my channel. And now that all my curtains are up, look how gorgeous they are, guys. I think that touch of plaid is going to look so good for the fall and winter. And like I said, they're a little bit more sheer than I wanted them to be, but I'm absolutely in love with them. Such a great little color. I had said in a few videos back that I've been trying to find a rug here to go in the living room. I may wait till after Christmas for that, or maybe ask for one for Santa, because I really want one that covers all the way almost to each wall, and they are so expensive. So the ones I have found are rather pricey, so I'm gonna keep looking till I find a pretty reasonable one that's in the budget. And maybe after Christmas, or maybe around Christmas time, I'll actually have a new rug here in the living room. Another chore that I try to do at least once a week, either on a Saturday or a Sunday, is water my plants. So I found that the best way to keep up with your plants is just have them on a routine. Now, there are some every now and then that are still kind of wet, and I don't water them. But if I can touch them with my finger and the soil feels really dry, because I like to kind of let them dry out as much as possible, and as hot and humid as it's been here lately, and they're pretty dry. But I just grab the ones that need watering, put them in my sink, give them a good bath. And those on the left didn't need that much water, so I just kind of washed them off. But that one on the right needed some extra water, so you'll see here in a second after I rinse them off, I'll add a little bit more water to him. But he's doing well. You see a new leaf there on him. There's something about if you're a plant person and you get some new foliage on there, oh my goodness, it is so fun to see growth in a plant. So this is how I water my plants, guys, just in case you wanted to know, because I do have several throughout the house.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. Washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding.
Okay, so as you watch me get the bed back together, let me tell you about some upcoming videos that I have coming to you. You'll see this video on a Sunday, and then as you've noticed, I've been trying to do some extra Wednesday videos. I did a Christmas shop with me at Walmart that you guys really loved, and I just filmed one at Home Goods. You're going to see that one on Wednesday, Shop With Me for Christmas, and then I'll also have one for Hobby Lobby, and then I'll do like maybe a Thanksgiving Decorate With Me, because I do host Thanksgiving here at my home, so I'll show you guys the tablescape that I'm going to use this year and things like that. Then I will jump right off, guys, into Christmas. Oh my goodness, I'm going to start with a Christmas marathon showing you my past Decorate With Me for Christmas, and then we'll start decorating the house for Christmas. Now, I usually start with the back of my house first, because my family would not like it if I hosted Thanksgiving with a big Christmas tree in the living room. So normally I start my Christmas season off starting in the back of the house and then working my way to the front. So I know a lot of you are sitting there saying I am absolutely not ready for Christmas, Robin, and I totally understand that too. Before YouTube was in my life, I did not decorate for Christmas until the day after Thanksgiving, and I did not take down my Christmas tree until the day after New Year's. So I was on a system. It was a tradition in my family for ever and ever, and then YouTube hit and then everything changed. But as a YouTuber, I'm supposed to start early in a season to give you some ideas of how to decorate your home before you hit the stores and before you start decorating. And like I said, after I post a couple of more fall videos, I will jump right off into Christmas. If you're still here watching, thank you so much. You just don't know how much it helps out my video when you watch it all the way to the end. And I have so many loyal friends that no matter if it's a good video or a bad video, you watch it all the way to the end, and I greatly appreciate you.
There's a new day waiting.
Okay, I'm going to add in my throw pillows. I'm going to do a little vacuuming and then show you some after shots of some awesome vacuum lines, because who doesn't like vacuum lines? And then we'll be done. And if you're new, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section, maybe your name, where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. And friends, I'll see you next week. Bye.
Cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new goggles, I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just.
Well, the morning came, you said it will. You said the bad will go away, but I'm feeling it still. I think I need to get out of this bed and go out for a walk to clear my head. I suppose that
Hello everyone, welcome back to another fall video. I'm so thankful that you clicked on today's video to hang out with me today. We have been doing lots of fall decorating around here, and I believe this is actually my first fall clean and decorate with me video that I've put up this fall season. Normally I'm just decorating a certain area and bringing you guys along with me, but this day I really needed to clean the house up before I did any more decorating. So I do have lots of cleaning motivation. So if you're here for it today, as far as cleaning and decorating, I have a little of all of it for you today. And again, I'm so thankful that you're here. And if you happen to be new, I'm Robin and welcome to my channel.
away this pain. I'm thinking, should I just go back to bed?
Alright, so if you've been around for some time, you've watched my previous videos where I pretty much decorated every area in the kitchen with the exception of this coffee bar. I do have a fall 2022 decorating playlist linked below my description box. If you haven't seen any of those fall videos, or not all of them, you can definitely click on that link in the description box and it'll play all of my fall decorating videos back to back for you. Now, I was trying to get as much done as I could because I knew Derek was on his way back from Sam's from grocery shopping, and sure enough, I didn't get much done when Derek showed up with the groceries. So I'm going to stop real quickly and help Derek unload the groceries. You know, I've been very blessed since COVID. I know that's kind of hard to put COVID and blessed in the same sentence, but during COVID, we didn't both want to go grocery shopping together. We didn't, just for us both not getting sick. So Derek would go to Sam's by himself early in the morning when they first opened and do grocery shopping, and I was just very thankful for that. We were big Walmart shoppers until COVID hit, and then we kind of switched over to just pretty much just trying to buy everything at Sam's, and then what we can't buy at Sam's, I'll pick up during the week. But anyway, once we started that little system of Derek going grocery shopping at Sam's by himself, it just has pretty much stuck, and I'm so thankful. So usually on an early Saturday morning or early Sunday morning, I'll have my little list ready, and Derek will go to Sam's and get our groceries, and I'm very thankful for that. So no complaining if he doesn't get something right or forget something. I try to never complain about it. Anyway, we're just going to take a second here, guys, and get all the groceries put up real fast, and then we'll get back to cleaning the kitchen up.
And box up all my things outside your door, 'cause I don't live there.
Last night I had cooked, so I had hand washed my Caraway pots and pans. So I'm going to take a second and put those away. And if you remember, I did a collaboration with Caraway about, I want to say back in the spring. And loving the pots and pans, by the way. But you can see from the door there, I no longer have my lids hanging on the inside of that cabinet door. The lid holder just hung on the inside with just some command strips. And even though it did hang there for quite some time, because spring and then summer, and it's just now fallen this last week, I have ordered like some over the door hooks to go there, so I'm hoping to get that hung back up pretty soon. Alright, I'm going to stop real fast and wash out my filter. Let this be your reminder to wash out your filter in your dishwasher if you know where it is. I think my daughter is still looking for the filter in her dishwasher. Not sure she even has one, but just take a second and I just rinse mine off with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and then just put it back in once I've rinsed it off really well. So I'm pretty good about washing off my dishes before I put those in the dishwasher so that filter does not get that dirty as far with food and stuff, but it is good to keep that clean. Now I won't run the dishwasher this morning because I didn't have a full load, but by the time tonight gets here it'll be full and I'll run it during the night. I like to really turn my dishwasher on when I go to sleep at night. How about you guys? That's normally what I do. Now I'll just hand wash some dishes that do not go in the dishwasher, and you'll see some utensils here in just a second. They're wood and silicone at the top of them. When I got my Caraway pots and pans back in the spring, they talked about using silicone or wooden spoons. Don't use metal, and I bought a whole set of those off of Amazon. I absolutely love them. First of all, they're so pretty, but they wash up really well, and because they're wooden I tend not to put those in the dishwasher. And just in case you're interested in those utensils, I'll link them below in my description box. And guys, I know I'm really bad about not putting links in my description box. I had a girlfriend reach out to me saying, Robin, start doing that. So I'm going to try to develop a habit of adding in more links. Please note that if you ever are interested in anything and you don't see the link in the description box, just leave me a comment and I'll get it right to you. Alright, with all my dishes finally washed, I'm just going to let them sit there and air dry for a little bit. And let's wipe down my countertops. And of course my normal routine is to use a wet rag, use an all-purpose cleaner. I don't know, I think today I'm using, let me remember what cleaner this was that I was cleaning with today. I think it was the pear, and that is one of my favorite smells. I think something goes with that. It's not just pear, something else. So let me know in the comment section if you've tried that one, but it is such a great smelling cleaner. I didn't order any of the fall scents yet. I checked out my Target last week, but they didn't have any of the autumn scents in stock, so I'll pick up a cleaner as soon as Target gets them in. I used to be a regular buyer from Grove Collaborative, but I haven't done that in quite some time, especially since Target's been just carrying some Mrs. Meyer's products that I really enjoy. So as you saw, I wiped it down with a wet cloth, and then now I've taken a dry cloth and I'm going to dry everything down with a dry cloth. Just can't leave my countertops wet when I clean them, so I've got to dry it off. So now that everything's clean and fresh, I'm going to light a candle, and then guess what? We're going to get to decorating. Alright, I'm going to start by showing you guys this simple little peg rack that I got off of Amazon. It just has 4 little prongs on it. It came with some screws, and it came with like this adhesive strip that you can hang it up with. And I thought it would look really good here with my coffee bar area. I just kind of took one of those little strips and put it in the middle of it and put it as close as I could to the top of my cabinet. So we're going to start by using this really long tray with these black metal handles. This is definitely one of my favorite trays. I love the wood mixed with the black wrought iron. It's so pretty. I love having a lamp here at the coffee bar, so I'm just going to use this dark wood lamp. I also picked up one of these sweet little ladders from Hobby Lobby. Thank you, Tammy, for putting it back for me. My friend Tammy that works at Hobby Lobby, we're really good friends now. She just started her own YouTube channel. She put one of these back for me, and I ran up and picked it up in my lunch hour one day. I've got some great friends at Hobby Lobby that watches my channel. I just love it. I will link Tammy's channel down in my description box. Y'all go over and check her out and show her some love and let her know that Robin sent you. So all we're going to do now is just start with this pretty little tea towel that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And then I've had this little bead with the tassels with a little saying on there. I think I picked this up last year from Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, how stinking cute is this ladder. So simple, but yet so sweet. Then I'll add my coffee holder here, and I'll take a second and go over, hand dry the dishes that we washed so that I can get my glass coffee cups onto my coffee holder.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold when the autumn leaves are playing chase. It puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by
Okay, now that we've got all those dishes hand dried and put away, let's finish our coffee bar. If you noticed, I added that little rust striped tea towel to kind of add some warmth and some coziness there on the tray. I have used several of those tea towels throughout my kitchen this fall season, and I just love them. I got them from Target. They come back in a package of 4, I believe, for $9.99, and I have definitely loved decorating with those tea towels throughout the kitchen. And now I'm just going to add a tea towel that says Morning Pumpkin to one of the pegs here on this new rack. That's all I'm going to add to that today. I just want to kind of keep it very simple, but I did want something. I usually have like a little banner or something to go behind my coffee bar, but I think just hanging that tea towel there is going to be sufficient today. And then I'm going to add that sweet little pumpkin glass jar, this little black creamer with some fall florals, and just a couple of more touches here. And once I finish this up here, I'm like, I think some candy corn would be really cute in that glass pumpkin. So I did stop for a second filming, and I ran to the dollar store just to pick up some candy corn, came back, and let's take a second and get this sweet little pumpkin glass jar filled up.
some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going. The flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way.
I was right. That little pumpkin full of candy corn just really completes this coffee bar area. And oh my goodness, guys, I am so happy with it. All the neutral, the brown and white, all the glass. Couldn't be cuter. Okay, so let's move on and get a few more chores done.
Up on my face.
Max was definitely not leaving my side today. I think it was like storming at this point, and so he was just pretty much following me all through the house. So here, guys, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to vacuum up the floors. Even though Max is a short-haired dog, he sheds so much. He sheds more than Ziggy does. Ziggy's hair is a little longer. So when Max stays a weekend with us, his little white hair just gets everywhere. So we'll take a second, get the floors vacuumed up. I find the vacuum cleaner does a better job on getting the dog hair up than the broom does, even though I do love a broom. So you'll see me real quickly run over the floors with the vacuum cleaner. Then we'll get my spin mop out, my wonderful Pine Sol to make the house smell extra good. And then we'll shine up these floors. I'm going to be taking up my kitchen rugs today, washing those and storing those away. Those were from the Pioneer Woman collection and they held up really good. I think I washed them 3 or 4 times during this past summertime. But I've got some new kitchen rugs to put down. I am someone that loves to change out my kitchen rugs for the season. How about you guys? The ones I'm about to put out here, you'll see in just a second, came from Target. However, I do need to get some of those non-slip pads to go under the rugs I'm going to put out because they are very slippery. Alright, so as you watched me get my floors mopped, let me just introduce myself to anyone that may be new today. If you've been around my channel for some time, this speech is probably something you could probably say yourself. But I try to just let everyone know that I'm Robin and I'm married to my husband Derek, and we've just celebrated our 30-year anniversary August the 29th. We have 3 grandchildren and about to have our 5th grandchild. Oh gosh, guys, I forgot that I left this clip in here. I know you have no clue what I'm doing, but I am chasing a mosquito. It was the biggest mosquito, and so I was trying to get him. I think I missed him after all that, but I forgot that I left that clip in there, so that's what I was doing. So let me continue. We're about to have our 5th grandchild. Our youngest son, Jay, and wonderful daughter-in-law, Vanessa, are about to have a little girl. They're going to name her Lainey. We are so excited, and she's due around November the 7th. Okay, so we have lived in this house for almost the whole time that we've been married. My youngest son I was due to have him like in 3 or 4 weeks when we moved into this house. And so he's about to be 28 years old. So crazy. So we pretty much raised all of our children here in this home. And I would not want to live anywhere else. It's very lived in. It's not the most modern. It's not the most updated, but it is home to us, and my kids still feel like it's their home when they come and visit and bring the grandkids, and hopefully we will live here until God takes us back home. But we do enjoy this house. Even though it's not as fancy as some of the other YouTube channels that you see, you will still find lots of cleaning motivation here. I love decorating my home for all the different seasons throughout the year, so you'll find lots of decorating inspiration. So if that's content that you're interested in and like what you see here today, I would love it if you would take a second before you leave and hit that red subscribe button for me. Also, if you have an Instagram account, I would love for us to follow each other over on that platform. My handle is @RobinLaneLowe. Okay, now that the floors are all shiny and the house is smelling so good, let's add a few more fall touches. I'm going to add this beautiful wreath here to the mirror here in the hallway, and then I'm just going to add this cute little L pumpkin here to the corner in the kitchen. I'm going to add this great little wicker basket with a couple of pumpkins and this pumpkin pillow in the chair, and add a few more touches to my peg rack to the left of the hutch. I'll change out this wreath here over the kitchen sink, and then I'm going to change the saying that's on my chalkboard that hangs over by the refrigerator. I always enjoy changing out what this chalkboard says for the different seasons. Sometimes it's just a quote, sometimes it's a Bible verse, but today I wanted to say, I love fall most of all. That's one of my favorite sayings, so that's what we'll put here on the chalkboard today. Alright friends, I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did, I would love it if you would hit that thumbs up button. That helps out this video so much. If you're still watching and you're still with me right now, thank you again for watching my videos all the way to the end. That also helps me out greatly. I hope you enjoyed the coffee bar and got some great ideas of maybe putting together your own coffee bar. Thanks again for just spending some of your precious time with me. I know there's so many YouTube channels out there and so much so many other things you should be doing or could be doing. I appreciate you sitting down and taking some time and watching my latest video. You guys mean the world to me. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and if you're new, don't forget, leave me a comment in the comment section, maybe your name, where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, friends, to hit that bell notification button so that you will not miss out on any of my future fall content, and YouTube can notify you the moment that I upload all of my fall videos. Okay, thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Looking for a reason, driven by the heart, fighting for a season, when sadness fall apart. Tell me not to worry, tell me to be strong, be my true reminder of where my love belongs. We'll be cutting edge, make a brand new sketch. Fire in the heart, flipping hearts around. We'll be changing all that.
Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, my name is Robin. Last week I posted a fall decor haul where I shared a ton of neutral home decor items that I've picked up over the last month or so. In today's video, I'll take most of those home decor items and show you how I decorate my living room. If you're like me and you're just so over your summer decor by now and want to really transition from late summer to early fall, however you're not really ready to break out all of those pumpkins yet, then this video is exactly for you. So get comfy on the couch, enjoy this music, and let's get after it. Here I'm just showing you guys a shot of the curtain rod that Derek has put up for me off camera. I cannot wait for you guys to see the curtains that I got to go here. But first, since I've moved the furniture away from the window, I'm going to give it a good cleaning before I get the curtains put back up. And of course, I've got my little helper today, so he's going to be cleaning the window with me. Here, oh my goodness guys, obviously I've not cleaned this window in quite some time. All of these spider webs, and then this is just going to be dust from Derek drilling those holes. So I'm going to get this good and clean real quickly.
Running the show, bring it on. Take it all as we go. Bring it on, let's go. Bring it on, let's roll the dice. Bring it on tonight. Bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on tonight. Bring it on, bring it on.
Alright, now that all the windows have been wiped down with my spray away glass cleaner, I'm going to move on and vacuum this area. And guys, I left this clip in here because isn't he just the cutest? He's going back and he's wiping the windows just like I did.
Bring it on, bring it on. We'll be running the show. Bring it on, take it all as we go. Bring it on, let's go. Bring it on, let's roll the dice. Bring it on tonight. Bring it on, bring it on.
And here I wanted to show you guys just a quick shot of me clipping my curtains onto these little curtain hooks. I guess that's what you want to call those. Let me tell you, it was not an easy job at all because those hooks were really hard to clip onto the curtain, and then you kind of had to get your pleat just right so it would match. So it took me several attempts to get these curtains onto this curtain rod, but I am very happy with the curtains. They are just gorgeous. And I will link the curtain rod, the curtain hooks, and the curtains down below in my description box. Let me also apologize for the weird lighting in these couple of shots with my curtains. It was a very sunny day this day, and with my camera facing the window, it was really putting off a really bad glare. So sorry about this.
And broken bottles, dry tears and foolish pride. Now I'm
And here's just a quick before and after. Man, what a difference these curtains made in this living room. I should have done this a long time ago. Y'all, this curtain is just beautiful. The detailing on the edges is just gorgeous. And it's a really thick material, so I think it'll be really great during the winter time here in front of this big window. I'll be using the Method Wood for Good Daily Cleaner to polish my furniture today. And if you've been around my channel before, you know kind of how I like to decorate. I like to clean the spot and then decorate the spot. And I'm not going to be telling you guys where I got my decorations from or how much they cost. I will link my video from last week that has all that information in it down below in my description box.
Now I'm stuck in silence, no more trust to break. Thoughts are best unspoken anyway. I'm so tired of fighting, I fear I lost my faith. Is there something?
I'm trying to leave my surfaces kind of minimal as much as I can with this neutral decor so that in a couple of weeks when I pull out all my fall decor and all of those great pumpkins, I can just kind of work that decor and those pumpkins into my neutral decor, and I don't have to take away too much of what I'm decorating with today. That is a new tray that I did pick up from Hobby Lobby, and that is a spiced harvest candle from the Hearth and Hand collection at Target that smelled without me even having to light it. So I highly recommend that candle.
I'm not gonna go another round. We can't love in the light of fire. I'm in these trenches and barbed wire. Babe, we gotta put the past away.
I didn't want to use the traditional colors this year for fall. I really wanted to go with all the rust colors and the creams and the wood tones and just really make it a neutral palette throughout my house this year. I tried to, as I was shopping and picking up different home decor items, I tried to just look for wood elements, amber glass, which was a ton of that this year. It's very popular. I think it was last year too. However, I didn't go that direction last year. All my florals, I tried to also stay in the neutral zone and just get some creams, whites, rust, and some light browns. So as I was shopping, that's pretty much just what I looked for.
To the ground. I'm not gonna go another round. We can't love in the light of fire. I'm in these trenches and barbed
If you happen to be new to my channel today, hello, I'm so happy to have you. My name is Robin. I'd love for you to take a second and in the comment section, let me know your name, maybe where you're from. I love to hear from you. I'm pretty much a typical homemaking channel. I love to provide cleaning motivation to help you get your house clean, and then once your house is clean, to help you keep it tidy and organized. Also, I love to decorate my home, so I do provide a lot of decorating inspiration. I'm not really good at it, but I do enjoy it. So if that is content that you're interested in, I'd love it if you would take the time to hit that red subscribe button before you leave here today, and it helps me out so much if you'll give me a thumbs up. I also have an Instagram account. My handle is @RobinLaneLow. I would love for us to follow each other over on that platform.
if I fade when I'm lost and erased. If I cry when I'm blue, if I cry alone when I am with you, will you forgive me if I do? If I cry when I'm blue, through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain, if ever
You know, I love to go all out with my decor when it comes to the seasons changing. I love to decorate throughout my home, but I also do that though to provide you guys with a lot of different ideas for your home. However, you can easily change the seasonal vibe in your house just by changing out your throw pillows, your throw blankets, maybe even adding a really nice big smelling seasonal candle, or possibly just concentrating on one area in your home, maybe a console table, your mantle, your coffee table, or an entryway table. That way you can just change out the decor in that area without feeling like you have to change everything throughout your house. Sometimes just a few changes makes a huge difference.
Forgive me tonight if I'm wrong and you're right. Through wind and through rain, through trouble and pain.
Okay, now that we have that one side of the living room done, let's move to the other side of the living room, which is, to me, the most challenging. This is the focal point of my living room. When you walk in my front door, you see this fireplace immediately. You'll see at the end of the video the open concept of my house. It's going to be hard for me to keep this mantle and hearth minimal, so it's going to have a few more decorations than the other side of the house did.
Teardrops start to dry, even when the sun begins to shine again. Taking all the advice there is, and none of it has helped. Experience has made me realize that
I've got so many fun videos coming your way. I've got a collab with my friend Michelle where I'm going to do part 2 of my bathroom declutter and organize. I'm involved in a collab with over 20 different women. How fun is that? Where I'll be doing an after dark kitchen cleaning decorate with me. I love decorating my kitchen for fall. I've also got a front porch makeover with my friend Ashley coming up. So lots of great collabs and videos coming your way. So be sure, if you haven't subscribed, hit that red subscribe button. And also be sure to hit that notification button so that you'll be notified when each of those videos are uploaded.
looking back on how I used to be, I always thought that love was made for me. Oh well, I was just as blue-eyed as the sky could ever be. Loving you has made me realize I'm so tired of love songs, life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you.
Y'all, I just love my blanket ladder. I got this several months back at our local Dollar General. It was on sale. It was like $8. I was so happy. It's really perfect here on my hearth. A tall one would not have gone here, and those tall ones can be rather expensive. So I've got this gorgeous blanket. I'll just complete this look by adding a wreath.
Even when the sun begins to shine again, I've taken all the advice there is, and none of it has helped. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you.
This basket came from Kirkland's a couple of years back, and I just love setting it here on the hearth. It's really easy to decorate. Right now I'm just going to add a nice blanket and these really pretty rust florals in here, and then a gather pella that I've had for several years.
One to help me through. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you.
I thought there was a little bit too much room between those glass amber candlesticks and that sign, so I just added a really pretty diffuser that I picked up at Target. And I'll show you a couple of after shots of the mantle and the hearth. I think it turned out beautifully, and of course it's not very minimal, but I do love it. Here guys, look at this TV stand. I do not take care of this TV stand like I should. It was so dirty. So I'm going to dust it down, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of minimal decor to this TV stand.
Lock the door, bolted it down like never before. No escape there seems to be. This is what it's like for me. It's the sound of distant thunder on the plains, way under lightning crashes. It's the sound of howling wind and driving rain, and heaven's on fire with flashes of you.
Okay, friends, that's the last area in this big living room of mine to decorate. I sure hope I gave you a lot of home decor ideas of how to transition your home from late summer to early fall. If you're still with me, please take a second and give me a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. Thanks again, friends, for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
It's the
Hi friends, I'm Robin, and welcome to my part 3 of my cleaning and decorating for fall series. Today we're going to be in the master bathroom and the master bedroom. I'm going to be adding some fall touches and a lot of pumpkins. So if you're here for the fall cleaning or if you're here for the fall decorating, I've got you covered. So let's get going.
At your door, I know one thing for sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into my cleaning and get this mirror and my dresser cleaned really well before I start to decorate. If you missed my video last week where I put a lot of cozy fall vibes in my kitchen and in my dining room, I'll link that video below. But last week what I did is I pretty much cleaned my kitchen really well, and then I went back and decorated toward the end. And I know some of you are here mainly for the cleaning and some of you are here mainly for the decorating. So to kind of keep it interesting today, what I'd like to do is I'm going to clean an area and then decorate that area and then move to another area to kind of keep your interest today. I do like to try to change up my videos and give you guys a little bit of different content every week and change it up some. So I would love to know in the comment section how you like your cleaning and decorating videos. If you like all the cleaning done at once and then all the decorating done at once, or if you like it the way I'm going to try to do it today, a little cleaning and then a little decorating. So please let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That helps out this video today tremendously. Everything I used to decorate on top of this dresser today I already had, except for that really pretty wicker basket with the rust floral stems in it. I picked that up at TJ Maxx. Those little white pumpkins I got last year off of an Etsy site, and I cannot for the life of me remember what that site was called, because I would really like to order some more of those pumpkins this year, so I'm going to try to find that. Then those black and white pumpkins came from Joann Fabrics, and the candlesticks and the pretty rust candles came from Target from the Hearth and Hand line. I don't pull out my nightstand very often to clean behind it, so today I'm going to take a second, pull it out, wipe it down really well, then I'll vacuum that area before I put my nightstand back, and then we'll get it decorated. To clean my surfaces today, I'm using this Wood for Good product. It's in the almond scent, and I bought this at Grove Collaborative. It smells so good. You know I love my Pledge, but today I really wanted my bedroom to smell extra good, so using this almond scent really did the trick. You'll see that I take a dusting cloth that I actually wipe the surface off, get all the dust off first before I go in and use my furniture cleaner. I have just found that process works best for me. And those dusting cloths are just the Swiffer mopped refills. I just hold those in my hand as I dust, and I have found that they work really well.
It was never built to last. So throw it on the fire. Let us use the open door. We're at the end of the rainbow
Alright, now that my nightstand is back in its place and good and clean, I'm going to dust off this shelf and then we'll get both of these areas decorated. I'm just going to add a few touches of fall here. I keep a lot of stuff on my nightstand besides this clock and one of my favorite pictures of Derek and I. And I've always got a water bottle, some chapstick, lotion, my phone at night. So this nightstand can fill up pretty quickly. So I'm just going to add this adorable pumpkin that I've had for probably 5 years, guys. I've got it from Hobby Lobby and it's just one of my favorites. I've tried to keep the shelf very simple, very minimal, and I'm going to complete it with this really pretty cream colored sweater pumpkin with the wooden stem. It is another one of my favorite pumpkins that I have in my collection of mini pumpkins.
I'm just sitting here bored at home, and it really got me thinking of the times we took off on the road. I can't remember where we headed that night. We were cruising around town in Memphis, running.
Alright, now let's move over to Derek's side of the bed and get his nightstand and his area good and clean. And then I'm so excited to show you guys my new bedding. I've told you in my last video that I was looking for some new fall bedding, and I finally found a beautiful quilt with matching shams and just adds a perfect touch of fall.
Way back then. It's funny how times roll by.
Here I picked up this Leaves candle from Bath & Body Works, and oh my goodness, it is a perfect smell for a bedroom. I've left it very simple again on Derek's nightstand. I've added this dark brown greenery box with the sweetest little brown pumpkin.
Did you find what you were looking for? I never see you anymore. I can't remember what we did that day. We were blowing off steam in Paris, but I wanted to stay 'cause I know how it felt when we raised hell. I won't forget that. But we were clever not to.
And here's my new comforter. I think it is so pretty. It was just better than I expected. I ordered it online off of Amazon. I knew I wanted the rust color because if you've seen any of my other fall videos this year, I have tried to use this rust color throughout my home in all of my fall videos. So I was very happy when it came in because it was a really great rust, deep dark rust color, and the design on this quilt is just gorgeous. So guys, I'll leave the link below in my description box to this comforter, or to this quilt. It also comes in other colors. Also, it fits more like a California king. It is actually just a king size, but it is a little bit longer on the sides, so I was very happy with that.
Windows down and open top. But we were clever not to take it too far, though it's hard not getting tempted. Calling you up to see how you've been, 'cause don't I miss you and all those things we did back then. Way back then.
I picked up these cream and light rust colored striped pillows from Target, along with this really pretty square tassel pillow. I've also got a pillow coming, y'all, that is super cute. It didn't come in time, but it's really long and it says "Let's Cuddle." It's got a fall leaf on it, so be looking for an Instagram story on that one as soon as it comes in.
Waiting on the day when we don't feel the same. We've come a long way. Don't ever let it change.
I picked up this morning pumpkin pillow from TJ Maxx last year, and it was just too cute not to use again in my bedroom, so I'm just going to put it right here on this little black stool, and I thought it was a perfect touch here over by this mirror.
As long as I've got you, I'm not letting.
Alright, so let's vacuum and finish up this room, and then we'll move into my master bathroom. I'll try to give you guys some close-ups here, because I don't know about you, but I love vacuum lines.
Asking for change. We got good things coming. Put your faith in me. So keep on going. We got good things coming our way. Waiting on
Now we're going to move into the master bathroom, and I'm first going to open up this little window because I will be cleaning with some bleach in just a few moments. I'll get that opened, and then I'll take all the decor out of the bathroom and get it good and clean, and then we'll redecorate and add our fall touches.
not letting it fade. So don't go looking for reasons. Asking for
And oh my goodness, when I go to take down these crosses, can y'all see that dirt outline around the edges of those crosses? It looks terrible. So this is why I'm going to be using some bleach today. Actually, inside that squirt bottle is the Clorox bathroom cleaner. I just love that stuff. So I'm going to squirt that down on that wall, kind of let it sit there before I go back and wipe it down. So in the meantime, while it's sitting there and doing its job on the wall, I'm going to get this mirror cleaned and squirt down the countertops.
Don't go looking for reasons. Asking for change.
If you're a returning friend today, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section. I love chatting with you guys. And if you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Robin. I'm an empty nester with 3 grown children, 4 grandchildren. I'm married to Derek. On my channel, you'll find the normal everyday motivation to clean your home and to keep it tidy. I always try to make relatable content so that you feel like you're cleaning along with a friend. I do love watching cleaning channels and decorating channels. I actually had a huge addiction to them for about a year before I actually started my own channel. So if you're like me and you love cleaning channels, I'd love for you to take a second and hit that subscribe button before you leave today and add me to your list of videos that you watch every week. I do work a full-time job, so I usually only post once a week, and that's usually on Sundays. I also have an Instagram account, so if you also have one, I would love for us to follow each other over on that platform. My handle is @RobinLaneLow, and I'll leave that here on the screen.
Send me a letter and a bottle of wine.
Alright, now that I've got my vanity cleaned, let's move over to this dirty shelf. Oh my goodness, guys, it is so dirty. I also noticed I didn't use my dusting cloth first before I used my pledge here on this shelf. So, don't know why, but for some reason I skipped that step. But as you can see from that rag, this shelf really needed my attention.
When I'm in pieces, oh, that halfway heart of mine is a rolling stone. Make me roll right home. Halfway hard.
Okay, now that all the surfaces are wiped down, we can start decorating. But before I do, I'm going to give this bathroom a quick vacuum.
This love has never been stronger. I'm up in the clouds when you're around, but when you're not.
I'm going to start in this little corner by using this pretty little round wicker tray. I've said this before that when I'm decorating, when I'm trying to create any type of vignette, I love using trays or cake stands or any type of base to kind of help that area look more complete and intentional instead of just sitting your things out on the cabinet. So here I've just had my new little fiddly fig. Let's see how long she lasts. I put her in the bathroom because I know they really like moisture. And I've got these cute little gold and white pumpkins here. I'm actually not using any new decor items today. Everything I'm using today, I'm reusing them from last year. And here to the right of the sink, I really like to have a small lamp in the bathroom. I just love that feeling or that look of a lamp in a room. So I picked up this pretty little glass lamp a few months back from Target. And so I'm going to use this here on this pretty little gold and white tray to bring out some more of the gold that I'm trying to use in the bathroom. And I'm going with this dark purple look in the bathroom. And I think it goes so good with these gold accents. Here I'm trying to decide if I want to use this colored pumpkin or that golden white pumpkin, and I went with the golden white one because I believe that other pumpkins can look better on that shelf behind the commode.
I'm falling down. I'm thinking of you every day, a million times, hoping you hear me. Tell me you do.
Then once I thought this tray was complete, I thought it needed something else. So I'm going to take these two little cute wooden houses that I got from the dollar spot at Target several years back to kind of add some more character to this tray. Almost every decor item that I'm using today in this master bathroom, I actually got at Big Lots about 3 years ago. I do believe this is my third fall season to use these decor items in my bathroom because I just love them. That pumpkin right there with a floral print that says thankful, that is just one of my favorite fall items. And then in a minute, you're going to see the cutest little Hello Pumpkin sign that matches that pumpkin. And you all know I love a floral print. So when I got these items a few years back from Big Lots, I just pretty much bought the whole collection. Even those gold and white pumpkins were also at Big Lots that went along with this fall collection. I don't think they've had a prettier collection since. And here's this cute little Hello Pumpkin sign. I just love it. If I could get away with living it up all year round, I probably would.
I'm trying to let go of this heartache. It's been following me around. It wakes me up. It shoots me down.
Now I'm going to show y'all these two adorable signs. I also got these at Big Lots. I know this might sound like a sponsored video, but believe me, Big Lots has not sponsored this video in any way, but I do love most of their decor. So I'm going to take these two signs and put them right here in this area behind the commode. I actually got them to go over where those crosses were to the left of my sink, but they just didn't fit there as good as I thought they were going to be. So I'm just going to hang them long ways here, and I'm really happy with the way this area turned out.
I'm in the dark. When I make my way, I stumble and I fall. I'm a blind man without escape. I'm the ocean without the waves. The radio's playing songs, telling me that I should try to.
I had washed my shower liner, so I have that hung back up to dry. It's still a little wet. And then I'm going to replace my spring shower curtain with this Hearth and Hand shower curtain that I got, I think, last year in their fall line.
I've always liked to be a stranger, keep my distance from the crowd. Thought that way I wouldn't get hurt, but when I met her it became a blur. She took my principles and turned them upside down. I'd never felt
Now I'm just going to light a candle and call it a day. If you're still with me, thank you so much for hanging in there with me and watching my video all the way to the end. That greatly helps me. I sure hope I've motivated you today to get into one room, maybe 2 or 3, and add some fall touches. You don't have to go all out for fall. Just collecting some great pumpkins and setting them around your home, maybe in your kitchen window, on your coffee table, on your nightstand, can really add some cozy fall vibe touches to your home. Again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're new, please be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
me that I should try to move on. They don't say how, and it bothers me. I guess I'll have to try anyway.
friends, welcome to my 2021 fall home tour. This is actually the first home tour I've done on my channel, so I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Robin. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to sip on some coffee while I show you around my home. So let's get going.
When you first walk in my home, you are immediately in the dining room area, and then you'll see there's the kitchen, and then to the right is the living room. So with my home being more of an open floor plan, I really try hard to make my home welcoming and inviting at all times. You'll notice this year that I went with a more neutral color theme for fall. Rather than using those bright traditional colors, I went with a lot of cream and muted decor pieces and really tried to accentuate those neutral colors by using a lot of warm rust colors along with a deep burgundy here and there. With my floor plan being more of an open concept, as I was decorating, I tried to keep that in mind and add decor that was going to complement all three rooms to allow the decor to flow really well together. I normally don't have that gray bench that you see there to the left as you walked in the front door. However, I've sold my kitchen buffet and I've got a new white tall kitchen hutch coming that I cannot wait to show you guys. So for the time being, just to have something in that area, that bench is there, but it will eventually go into my office. Now let's move into the living room, and as I show you guys around, I won't be telling you where I got all of my fall decor from in this video. I really just wanted to create a simple flowing video with not so much talking, so you could sit back, maybe grab your favorite drink, put your feet up, and enjoy the music. However, if you spot something that you have a question about, just ask me in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. The mantle and the hearth are my favorite places to decorate in the living room. I believe once that's decorated, it really sets the tone for the rest of the room. I so love the way the mantle turned out this year for fall. The wooden candlesticks along with all the neutral florals, the amber vases with the candlesticks. I just love the way it all flows together. This candle that you're seeing here I got from the Copper Candle Company, and you'll see me move it throughout the house. I did an Instagram post while I was filming this home tour. I got that candle in and I had so many comments of where to put that in the house. So I did a fun little thing, and in each of the rooms I show you, I try to put the pumpkin there to see where I really want it. So be sure to stay to the end of the video to see where that gorgeous glass pumpkin candle ended up in the house. So now let's move back into the dining room and kitchen area. I will be hosting Thanksgiving this year at my home, so I'll show you in an upcoming video what my tablescape is going to look like this year for Thanksgiving. This kitchen is definitely the heart of our home, so when friends and family walk in the front door, the first thing I normally do is just head to the bar and have a seat, so I always try to keep some goodies there in that cake stand. I love using a lot of wood and wicker to decorate with. Cutting boards are the best, and wicker trays to create vignettes to kind of give them some height and some definition. I believe white, like the white dishes here on this 2-tier tray, along with dark brown wood goes so good together. I just love the combination. I just have a couple of areas in my kitchen that I usually decorate. That's on top of my refrigerator, there to the right of my sink by the refrigerator, over in the corner under that corner shelf, and then my coffee bar area. I love decorating my coffee bar. I'm a very early riser. One of my favorite things to do on these fall mornings is to grab one of my favorite fall mugs, one of my favorite cozy blankets, sit down in the living room and have some quiet time. How about you? Do you take some quiet time for yourself each day? Psalms 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Now let's head into my master bathroom. I've got the window open, guys. It's about 55 degrees outside. It is a beautiful fall morning. Most of the colors I've used in my master bathroom are that deep burgundy color, which is just gorgeous. I've got a couple of white pumpkins with gold stems that really look great with that burgundy color. I've also brought that pumpkin in here to sit it here to see what I thought it looks like. And I've added a couple of cute wooden signs that say Morning Pumpkin and Hello Pumpkin. Plus, I always like to have a lamp in both of my bathrooms. I just love the look in any room when all the lights are cut off and a lamp is cut on. Now let's move into my office. It's very simple in here. I didn't add much fall in here, just some simple white pumpkins. This was originally my youngest son's room, and I transformed it into my office and a place for the grandkids to keep their toys. There's a toy box behind that white partition right there that they keep their toys in. Then that sweet little white pumpkin that's there on my desk, my friend Mary, who has her own YouTube channel, she's from Canada, sent that to me, and I just adore it. Up next, in the final room on my tour, is our master bedroom. In here, I really wanted to keep that cozy and relaxing feeling going, especially here in our bedroom. I went ahead and changed out my white quilt that I had previously on our bed to this beautiful warm rust quilt with matching shams. To me, this rust quilt instantly gave the room a really rich, warm feeling. I definitely try to keep it very minimum in this room, and I just added some of my favorite pumpkins to my bedside tables and on my dresser. And I continued with that beautiful rust color by adding some pillar candles to these black candlesticks on the dresser and the simple garland that you see on the TV stand, along with the sweet and gorgeous pillows I have on my bed, and then those candles and that pretty little rust pumpkin with the gold accents that I've got inside the tray. Okay, now just a quick peek into our second bathroom. I call this my bathroom. It's just a half bath, and I'm pretty much the only one who uses this bathroom. I get ready in here every morning for work, and because it's so small, it can get messy and cluttered really fast. Therefore, I kept my fall decor very simple. I added a few pumpkins and a small wreath by the sink. I haven't always decorated for the seasons throughout the house. However, with each passing year that the kids no longer live at home, I seem to add seasonal touches more and more throughout the house. How about you? Do you do the same, or do you just mainly focus on your main living area when it comes to adding decorations for the season? Before I head back into the front of the house to show you guys where the glass pumpkin candle ended up, I'm going to show you a couple of cozy shots with the light off in the bedroom and the candles going. I love passing out Halloween candy at Halloween and seeing all the trick-or-treaters, so I'll be adding some more touches of Halloween to my front porch. And I'll be showing you my tablescape and how I'm going to do that for my Thanksgiving dinner. So be sure you have clicked on that bell notification button so YouTube will know to send you a link to those videos as soon as I upload them. I so enjoyed showing you guys around my home. It's a very old home. It was built back in the 1960s and it's very lived in. However, it's the home that we raised our 3 children in, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And here you go, friends. The glass pumpkin ended up on my grandmother's sewing machine table in the living room. Thank you, Michelle, for your suggestion. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.